Yes, guys, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Welcome to the final video of 2020. Absolutely unbelievable that we're at the end of 2020. But here we are. So, welcome to Matchweek 17 of the 2020-21 Premier League season. Let's have a quick look at how we did in a very truncated match week 16. I got 6 points, including one perfect score. That was Burnley to beat Sheffield United by 1-0. But yeah, there were two games postponed. Obviously, Everton against Manchester City and Spurs against Fulham because of COVID-19. So there we go. Top scorers in the comments were BBL, Bluebird Legend, and Screenboy8 with 8 points. So very, very well done to both of you. And yeah, we go into match week 17. So some of these games are depending on, obviously, virus, etc. So Burnley, Fulham, Chelsea, Man City. Those are the two games that are definitely in doubt because of demonetised virus, of course. So Everton against West Ham is the first game to preview and predict. The last five between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Everton, 2 wins to West Ham, and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-0 win to Everton. As I've said, Everton didn't play last game week, so but they'll be fresh. They'll definitely be fresh. They're still without James Rodriguez, which is a big miss for Everton for sure. But you know what? Everton have been very good this season so far, and they're sitting comfortably in the top 4 right now. So it's very good news for Everton fans. West Ham coming off the back of a 0-0 draw with Southampton. Ben Rama won't want to watch that game back because he should have scored. But do you know what? It was a very good save from Alex McCarthy, who, to be fair, has been a very good goalkeeper for the Saints this season. So I'm going to go for an Everton win. I know that Everton won the last game between the sides 2-0. I'm going to go for the same scoreline. I think Everton will win this one. David Moyes to have an unhappy return yet again to Goodison Park. Everton 2, West Ham 0. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Everton. And now we have Manchester United against Aston Villa. Now, the last 5 between the sides resulted in 4 wins to United and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-2 draw between the sides. Manchester United keep on winning. It's what they've been known to be doing for ages, is that they keep on winning, and they win late games as well. Marcus Rashford was a very late winner for Manchester United against Wolves. You have to say Manchester United didn't play the best against Wolves, but kept going until the final whistle, and they got the winner in the end. Aston Villa, a very good draw against Chelsea. Really good performance as well. McGinn hit the bar. El Ghazi cannot stop scoring right now, can he? El Ghazi's been very good for Aston Villa. Manchester United are only 3 points off the top now. They're only 3 points off Liverpool. You have to say they're in the title race. You have to say they're definitely in the title race. So you have to say that for sure. I am going to go for a draw in this one. I do think Aston Villa have been much better away from home, as I've said all season. So I think they will go to United, and I think they will frustrate them. And I think with the attacking threat of El Ghazi, of Watkins, and Jack Grealish, I think they will get another draw at Old Trafford. I'm going for Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 1. In this one. And we have Tottenham against Leeds United now. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 4 wins to Spurs and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-1 win to Tottenham. As I've said again, Tottenham didn't play last game week, so again they'll be fresh. Harry Kane, Son, they should be very fresh for going into this game for sure. Leeds United 5-0. Absolutely unbelievable result that was. 5-0 against West Brom. You have to say that Leeds United, they're so good to watch. They are so good to watch. And the one thing with Leeds United is that you have to say that they have had a very good, away record this season. It's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and they beat West Brom 5-0. Absolutely fantastic. So really very tough one to call, this one, but I'm going to go for Tottenham. I think they'll be the more fresher of the two sides, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Tottenham in this one. We have Crystal Palace against Sheffield United now. The last 5 between the sides, there was actually 4 games between the sides, I should say. 2 wins to Palace, 2 wins to Sheffield United. The last result was a 1-0 win to Sheffield United. Crystal Palace 1-1 with Leicester. You have to say, good performance. Good performance. Good goal from Wilfried Zaha to get the goal. It was a very good finish. Schmeichel shouldn't really be beaten at his near post, but the way the Zaha hits it, it's a cracking finish. It's a really good finish from Wilfried Zaha. Sheffield United, I mean, time is running out for them. I mean, they've got to win sooner rather than later. They really do. I'm not expecting many goals in this one, to be honest with you. Crystal Palace, Sheffield United. I think obviously it was a 1-0 win to Sheffield United the last time. I think Sheffield United beat Crystal Palace at Bramall Lane last season as well. So I'm going to go for Palace to win this one. Going to go for Palace to win by a 1-0 in this one. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace. And now we have Brighton against Wolves. Yeah, misfiring Brighton, you have to say. The last 5 between the sides, actually, there's been 4 meetings between Brighton and Wolves, and it is 1 win to Brighton and 3 draws. So Brighton have got a good record against Wolves. The last result was a 2-2 draw between the sides. Well, Brighton, I mean, they lost to Arsenal. They lost 1-0 to Arsenal, but what you can say, how many times are they going to have chances where they're just going to spur them? Unfortunately, to be fair, Arsenal were good. Arsenal were good on the day, but Brighton did have their chances. And if it wasn't for Bernd Leno, it was a very it would have been a different scoreline for sure. But Brighton do need to get away from that relegation zone because they're looking over their shoulders a little bit, especially with the form of Burnley, and Fulham were picking up form as well. So really difficult one. A really difficult one for Brighton to obviously take in. But you have to say that they have to get away from that relegation fight, because there's definitely a relegation battle. There's no denying that. Wolves, they went to Old Trafford and lost by a 1-0 to Manchester United. But they had chances as well. Adama Traore, Podence, Neto, Roman Saiss as well. Very good for Wolves to give it a wee go at Old Trafford. This one, really hard one to call. Really hard one to call. I'm going to go for a draw in this one. I don't think Wolves have beaten Brighton yet, actually, in the Premier League era. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Brighton and Wolves in this one. And we have West Brom against Arsenal. Last 5 between the sides have done 1 win to West Brom, 1 draw and 3 wins to Arsenal. The last result was a 1-1 draw between the sides. West Brom 5-0 defeat to Leeds United. I think that we're still probably tired from taking a point at Anfield, you'd have to say. I think they were still tired from taking a point at Anfield, but West Brom, I mean, first of all, Roman Sawyers passing the ball from 20 yards into the zone net kind of summed that game up, because West Brom were very poor. Sam Allardyce came out after the game and said, yeah, there should be a break. You've just come back into football and you're wanting a break. Yeah, I get there's obviously, loads of cases, etc. But it was a bit cheap from him coming out with that, actually. It was very cheap wee shot there. But West Brom, yeah, it's really difficult to say. Arsenal have now turned a wee corner? Have they turned a wee corner? Really difficult to say. Really difficult to say. I know that they won, 1-0. They won. They won 3-1 against Chelsea, and then they won. They won against. They won against Chelsea, and they won against Brighton. So two good wins for Arsenal for sure. I'm going to say that they make it 3 wins in a row. I don't think West Brom have got any hope of getting anything from Arsenal. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Arsenal. Seems to be their main thing. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Used to be a big thing in the past. I think Arsenal will win this one by 1-0. And now we have Burnley against Fulham. Now this game is depending on how Fulham are with obviously COVID cases. So what I will predict this game, but what I will say is it could be postponed. It could be postponed, but so we'll see what happens as well. Last five. There's been 4 meetings between Burnley and Fulham, and it's 2 wins to Fulham, 1 win to Burnley, and 1 draw. The last result was a 2-1 win to Burnley. Well, Burnley, a very good win against Sheffield United. Ben Mee, of all people, scoring the winning goal. And to be honest, Burnley 1-0s are a thing now. They really are. They really are. I think the 1-0 wins for Burnley, we've been used to it. We have been used to it. So very, very good for Burnley for sure. Fulham obviously didn't play against Tottenham because of a rise in COVID cases. So it remains to be seen whether this game will take place. But we'll see what happens. But if it does go ahead, I'm going to go for Burnley to win this one again. Burnley just love 1-0s at the moment, and I'm going to go for another 1-0 win to Burnley in this one. Newcastle United against Leicester City now. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Newcastle and 3 wins to Leicester City. The last result was a 3-0 win to Leicester City. Newcastle. Carl Darlow was in inspired form as the Magpies denied Liverpool all 3 points. Very, very good. Actually, Newcastle could have been ahead in the first half if Callum Wilson had his shooting boots on, and Joe Linton as well. They could have been ahead against Liverpool. It was a very, very good performance from Steve Bruce, and I think they surprised Liverpool a little bit. I think Liverpool were expecting, Steve Bruce to have all 10 men behind the ball, but to be fair, it wasn't that. And Newcastle, fair play, very, very good point for Newcastle as well. Leicester City last time out 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace. I expect Jamie Vardy to come back in for this game. Iheanacho missed a penalty. Just kind of sums up his Leicester City career, doesn't it? It really, really does. It's not been the best for him at all. So I'm going to go for a Leicester City win in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Leicester City as well. And another game that could be in doubt is Chelsea against Manchester City. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Chelsea, 3 wins to City, and the last result was a 2-1 win to Chelsea. And this last game, this last season, was that famous game where Liverpool won the title after Chelsea beat Manchester City by 2-1. Everyone will remember that. Chelsea. What has happened to Chelsea? Another game where they just dropped points. Chelsea are just in a really, really bad run of form. I think it's 4 points from 15 recently. Chelsea's latest fixtures. Really, really poor. Really, really poor from Chelsea. Really, really is. Lampard is definitely under pressure. You can say that for sure. But you have to say, I'm just speechless at the fact that Chelsea are not playing very well at the moment. Timo Werner and Kai Havertz were on the bench against Villa. Will they come back in against City? Who knows? Manchester City obviously have a few problems to deal with themselves. Obviously, COVID cases meant that their game against Everton was postponed. I would imagine that this game will probably go ahead. If it does go ahead, I'm going to go for a draw in this one. I think it'll be a draw. I don't see there being many chances. I think both teams will cancel each other out, but it is a game where Manchester City will want to bounce back for sure. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. And finally, we have Southampton against Liverpool. The last 5 between the sides resulted in 5 wins to the Reds, and the last result, the 2-1 win to Liverpool. Southampton, a 0-0 draw with West Ham. Had most of the chances. Good to see Danny Ings back as well. Danny Ings will obviously play against his former club. It's looking forward to this. Looking forward to this game for sure. Liverpool. What can I say? What can I say? It was another poor performance by the Reds. Didn't have their shooting boots on last night. Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, Mohamed Salah, all missing chances. You know what? I mean, to be fair, Newcastle deserved a point. They could have easily had 3 as well. But it's another poor performance from Liverpool. Really tough games coming up because we've got Southampton away, we've got Aston Villa away in the FA Cup, and then it's the big one, Liverpool against Manchester United on the 17th of January. And already that game is huge because Manchester United are only 3 points behind the Reds, which is absolutely astonishing. But the way Manchester United have been playing as well, just getting good wins, and that is one thing you can say for sure. But I'm going to go for Liverpool in this one. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win in this one. Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. I'm going to go for. So that is it. That is match week 17 and the final fixtures of and the final video of 2020 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and like Screenboy8 and be Bluebird Legend, you will get a shout out in the next video. So my predictions are as follows: Everton 2, West Ham 0, Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 2, Leeds United 1, Crystal Palace 1, Sheffield United 0, Brighton 1, Wolves 1, West Brom 0, Arsenal 1, Burnley 1, Fulham 0, Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 2, Chelsea 1, Manchester City 1, and Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. So that is it. That is match week 17 done and dusted. As I've said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Now, as I've said, this is the final video of 2020. So what I want to say is I wish you a happy new year when it comes, obviously. Best wishes for 2021. I'd also like to thank everyone for their support over this year. I know it's been a very tricky year for a lot of people, but I do really appreciate all the support given to me on the channel. We are growing ever so slowly. I think the main target next year would obviously be that 1K. If we can get there, well, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But I would just like to thank everyone for their support throughout this year, and fingers crossed 2021 is a very, very good year for you all. But I really do appreciate all the support you've given me throughout this year, which has been a very difficult year, it has to be said. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button, smash a like on this video as well, and I'll see you all in 2021. And happy new year when it comes as well. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Happy new year. Best wishes for 2021. Take care. Bye bye.